am so lost without you. I am so.
Hey guys, Tyra here with Inspired Life, where hearts are inspired to live fully in the mind, in the body, and in the spirit. Listen, today, oh, I got a cough, oh my goodness. I need some water. What a whack way to start a video. I'm choking, something's in my throat. Oh, here's a little water. Okay, let me clear up this throat situation so I can tell y'all what we're talking about today. Wow, okay, there we go. Today, we are talking salad. So last week, friends, I took you guys on a trip with me to the grocery store, and we were talking about the bed. We said it's all about the bed. Just like the bed you sleep on impacts the quality of the rest you get, the bed of your salad makes a difference in the final outcome. So if you missed that video, be sure when we're done here to go back on my page and watch that video, What's in Your Bed. So when we were at the store, we picked up some red cabbage because today, friends, we are going to be making our red cabbage salad. Now listen, just as a lifestyle practice, I have adopted some habits that help me to ensure that I'm always honoring the temple. And one of them is I usually make a salad for lunch every day. Well, some days I have the same salad multiple days, okay? Because we're trying to cut down on time, save time, and eat healthy at the same time. So one of the salads that I make, this red cabbage salad, is hearty enough to stay in the fridge for several days. And I make one big salad, and my husband and I eat that for a few days in a row. So that's what we're gonna do today, red cabbage salad. So I'm gonna walk you through this. But if you miss any of the steps, if you miss any of the ingredients, don't worry. The recipe for this red cabbage salad can be found on my website. Do you all know the web address? Let me give it to you. www.inspiredtolivefully.com. Y'all got that? www.inspiredtolivefully.com. Hey, Sis Nikki, how you doing? Dr. Gail and all my good friends joining me. Listen, you all know what you need to do for me in order to get this message to your people, in order to invite people on this wellness journey with us. Y'all know the button to press. You know where it is, so go ahead and press it. Y'all know what to do. Today we are talking red cabbage salad. Yes, Dr. Gail. So we're going to be slicing up this cabbage. I'm going to be moving you all through these ingredients. If you miss anything, don't worry. You can find the recipe on my website. So I'm saying it one more time, and one of you guys drop that in the comments. Thank you, Dr. Gail. InspiredToLiveFully.com as we make this red cabbage salad. Now let's talk about this. Before we even get into making a salad, there are a couple of things that you kitchen connoisseurs are going to want to have in your repertoire for making awesome salads. One of them is a great cutting board, okay? So I have this beautiful wood cutting board here. We want to stay away from using plastics. So either a good natural wood, bamboo, or glass cutting board. Also, you want to have you a really sharp chef knife. A good chef knife will take you far because all the action is in the knife and in your wrist, okay? Because I don't want you all saying, Tyra, I don't have time to cut up the vegetables. I don't know how to cut up the vegetables. A good, sharp chef knife will do you good. Also today, I'm gonna be using a mandolin. So this blade is gonna help us take this cabbage and just swipe, 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 swipe. So it'll make it even quicker. So these are just 3 tools in the repertoire of you kitchen heroes who are gonna be making salads. A good cutting board, either natural wood or glass, not plastic. A good high quality chef knife. Your knife and your wrist action are gonna help you do your cutting and chopping. And a mandolin. I have had this one forever. Like, it was one that they showed on the infomercials maybe 20 years ago. My aunt bought this for me, and I've been rocking with this thing ever since. It used to have a great handle, and the food would poke onto the handle, but I've since broken the handle because I was really getting in there. And as I said, I've had this nearly 20 years or more. So the first step we're gonna take is cutting up this cabbage. Now, just to save a little time, I've already cut the big knob out of that, and I'm gonna show you guys just how I use this mandolin and take this cabbage right across here. Now, as we're doing this cooking, Angela, thanks for joining us. If you all have any questions, drop it in the comments. And remember, the recipe is right on the website. So don't fret if you missed any of the ingredients. So we're gonna start with the red cabbage. Now, if you saw my video on Friday, you know some of the benefits of red cabbage. Red cabbage has been known for ages to reduce inflammation. Y'all see how I'm going across this thing? This is taking me no time at all to slice this, right? Now look at how we've cut this cabbage up. Look at how beautiful and thin and tender these ribbons are. Can you all see that? The mandolin did all that work. Boom. Etoy, thanks for joining us today. We are making red cabbage salad for lunch. So how beautiful is this? We've got that beautiful purple color in there. We're gonna add to our salad some red bell pepper. Now, all of the vegetables have already had a nice washing in a little bit of baking soda and water bath. So we've got our red pepper. I usually cut my red pepper starting on the bottom, on the butt end, and then I just cut it in half. I tear it apart, right? When I'm preparing in the kitchen, I usually use, y'all know you have 299 of these bags in your kitchen. Put them to use. So you have this right at your prep station so that as you're cooking, you don't have to do a whole lot of moving in your kitchen. You just pull this piece with the seeds right off, dump it right into your bag right here. So you don't have to be like walking back and forth from the trash can. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you for joining us as we're prepping lunch. We're making red cabbage salad. So we are just going to slice our red pepper. Now remember, all the action here is in that nice sharp chef knife and in the wrist. I am not costing myself any extra time or energy cutting this up because I know some people say their aversion to doing this whole produce thing is all this cutting and chopping. There are also gadgets you can use for cutting and chopping. For me, I don't really like to have a whole lot of gadgets just sitting around that I'm not going to use. So this one good chef knife does me good. The action is in the wrist and in the knife. Mrs. Oliver, how are you doing, sweetie? Yes, that is how we wash those veggies. We just let them sit in that for a minute, give it a stir, and then rinse those. So we'll give just kind of like a third of a chop on these. So we've already got our beautiful red cabbage. Look at this. Look at how nice and fine and tender those pieces are. Into that are gonna go these beautiful red peppers. Steph, how you doing, girlfriend? Good to see you the other day without your winter coat on. So I love your car photos, and we can ditch the winter coat now, right? It's a much different look for you. But I miss you in your coat and in your scarf. So to the red cabbage and the red pepper, we're also going to add some green beans. So I lightly steamed the green beans earlier and just put them in the fridge to cool down, okay? So to this, we're gonna add our green beans. Now, you talk about some, that candy that advertised Taste the Rainbow. Oh no, this is the real Taste the Rainbow. Look at what we got going on here. We've got that beautiful red from the pepper, that green from the green beans, and that beautiful purple from the cabbage. Now to that, we're gonna add a little bit of scallion. And while I do that, I'm gonna turn on the pan. Now, I don't always have my salads with some side of protein, but sometimes I do. And so today's choice of protein, as I am cutting the scallion for you guys, I'm gonna cut the scallion on a little bit of a bias because you all know that you eat with your eyes first. And you all love it when your food has a good presentation. Sometimes you may not even know that's why you like something. You just like the way it looks. So to me, the scallion just looks more beautiful when it is cut on a bit of a diagonal, right? So that's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna cut our scallion on the bit of a diagonal, tucking our fingers in as we cut so you don't lose a finger, okay? I don't want any excuses for why y'all cannot cut these vegetables. Now, even if you have children, you involve them, you bring them in the kitchen, you let them cut and prep with you. Let me grab one of my kids' knives and show it to you, because my children are in the kitchen too. So, my children have their own knives. Y'all see this? So this isn't like sharp that'll cut you, but it is sharp enough. Let me hold this piece of cabbage. It is sharp enough that it'll even cut through this cabbage, okay? So it's not sharp that it'll cut them, but it's sharp enough that it'll cut this cabbage. So these are called the Curious Chef. So for those of you who know children, who have children, invite them in the kitchen, get them their own little utensils, okay? So we've cut that scallion on a bit of a bias, and to me it just looks so nice. So in goes the scallion. We've got our pan heating because we are going to prep a little protein. Now the protein that we're gonna have with our salad today is called tempeh. Have you guys ever heard of tempeh? Tempeh became all the rage and real famous because Tabitha, one of y'all's favorite vegan friends, y'all know Tabitha Brown. She's a Facebook sensation. Tabitha went to Whole Paycheck. Y'all know the store. And she got this tempeh lettuce and tomato, I believe. My friend Akeisha told me about this. I hadn't seen the video. And so she got this tempeh. Well, I've been eating tempeh forever. This is tempeh, y'all. What y'all saying about the scallion? Oh no, the scallion is not the protein. I'm sorry, I shifted gears on y'all. We were just adding the scallion for that nice little oniony bite, right? And then I shifted gears. So now we're talking about the protein, which is the tempeh. So this is a piece of tempeh right here. I'm gonna just put a little grapeseed oil in my pan while we're talking about the tempeh. So a little grapeseed oil in the pan. And Tabitha had a hand in letting people know about tempeh. Now, I've been eating tempeh sandwiches since I was in high school. You know how a kid taking peanut butter and jelly to school? My dad had me taking tempeh sandwiches. Tempeh is a great source of protein. Now, in Indonesia, they've been eating tempeh like forever. This is one of the rare soy products that I eat. So tempeh is a soy-based product, but it is organic and it is fermented, which helps to balance out some of that estrogen issue that you get by eating soy products. So this is one of the rare soy products that I will eat. So this is a fermented soy product called tempeh, high in iron and high in protein. So it's a firm kind of thing. It's firm, it's pretty hard. And what I do is I cut this into chunks. So when you go to the website to get the recipe for the red cabbage salad, on there I may have it with some tempeh. So I'm just gonna chop these tempeh into cubes, and then I'm gonna throw them into a pan on the stove that we have heating with a little grapeseed oil. And then we're gonna season this. It's gonna be like sweet and smoky. So to the tempeh, we are gonna add some maple syrup and some Bragg's liquid aminos. But into the pan go the tempeh. Y'all gonna hear this sizzle a little bit, okay? Because this is like real-time cooking here. So while we have the tempeh cooking, we are going to make the dressing. So the dressing is the heart. Okay, I'm in the kitchen. I get real excited. If anybody knows anything about me, when we're talking food, like I'm in my happy place, okay? I'm in the zone. So we are gonna make the dressing for this salad. This dressing is the heart of the salad. Dr. Gary, you getting excited with me? Because I'm getting real excited when we're talking about food. So the heart of this salad is really the dressing. So this cabbage salad has a spicy peanut dressing. And what I love about this dressing is that you can even double the batch and use it for other things. You can make it a little thicker and use it as a dip. You all ever eat like vegetable dumplings? You can have this dressing thicker as a dip for your dumplings, a dip for your vegetables, or you could thin it out a little more and have it as a dressing for noodles. You ever eat like cold sesame noodles or a cold noodle salad? So this dressing is multi-purpose for your salad, as a dip, for your sesame noodles. Look, I'm trying to save y'all time and attention. You make a big batch of this thing, you put it in a mason jar with a lid, and that'll keep for about a week in the fridge. So let me grab my container. And we're gonna make this in the high-speed blender. So in here, I just have a little bit of water. Yes, Gail, like I can taste all this stuff already. Less spice, yes, you can do less spice. The spice is only coming in because I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper flake. I like spice. If you don't like spice, you can leave out the crushed red pepper flake and it will not mess with the integrity of the dressing, because really the heart of it is just a nice, thick, rich, creamy peanut dressing, okay? So let me grab a spoon. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me in the kitchen today. I usually have a girlfriend in the kitchen at least once a week at this counter enjoying salads with me. But look, I've got you guys online. This is so awesome. I feel like you're right in my kitchen with me. And if you haven't already done so, listen, invite your friends to come have lunch with us, because lunch is always better with a friend. And y'all know what to do in order to invite your friends. So we've got the tempeh in the pan, just browning up a little bit. We want to create a nice kind of seal on it and let it brown up before we add this seasoning to that. So we'll add the seasoning to this in about 2 minutes. In the meantime, in between time, we're still talking about this peanut dressing. So in here, and then if you guys Kiana, I'm glad I'm doing this for you too, because we're on this journey together, okay, sweetie? And in less than 2 months, I am going to be bringing you the book. So all of these salads I've been making for years, my friends have finally said, Tyra, you need to sit down and pen this stuff. So we've penned it, and the book, 30 Days, 30 Ways to Salad, is coming to you in less than 2 months. So I am happy to be partnered with you all on the journey. So in here we have a little bit of water. To this water, we are going to add our salty. So any good dressing, I'm letting y'all in on my kitchen secrets now. Any good dressing is going to have sweet, salty, acidic, and sometimes umami, which is this all around good just flavor. So for our salty, we're having tamari. Who knows what tamari is? If you know what tamari is, drop it in the comments. Ooh, that smells so good. So into there went the tamari. If you know what tamari is, tell me. Next we have going in there sesame oil. So into the dressing, we've got a little sesame oil going in there. We did say peanut dressing, right? So here we have some natural, creamy peanut butter. Listen, natural peanut butter, not this, y'all know the brand names that kids eat and that maybe you ate as a kid, not those. Those are loaded with bad fat, partially hydrogenated oils sometimes, and sugar. And some of that peanut butter, sugar is the #1 ingredient and not peanuts. So to this, you looking forward to the book, sweetie? Catch the replay. Love you. Signing off. I'll see you soon. Okay, Steph? Into this is going natural peanut butter. Read the ingredients on your peanut butter, please. So in there, we got some natural peanut butter going in. Tamari, I didn't see anybody put anything in there about tamari. Tamari is gluten-free soy sauce, basically. So in there went some organic, low-sodium tamari. So it's like soy sauce, but it's gluten-free, and the one I have happens to be low sodium. Okay, so the tamari is in there, the peanut, the sesame oil. So we've got our salty, we've got our sweet going now. So here's a little bit of honey. So we're just gonna add a little bit of honey in there. And then I think we're good to go. Oh no, we're missing ginger. We gotta have something with a little bit of kick. So, Kiana, in addition to the spicy of the crushed red pepper flake, the ginger can give a little bit of a different kind of a heat, but it's gonna give that real good flavor. So let me grab the ginger. I forgot to bring the ginger over. I got a knob of ginger right here. So we got some fresh ginger here. So let me peel this. Now see, in my mind, I was semi-prepping this stuff for you so that I can have everything lined up, but you know, this real-time cooking. Y'all in my kitchen for real. All right, so I'm just gonna peel the outer skin off of this ginger, and then we're just gonna, oh man, do you guys like fresh ginger? Ginger is good for so many things. It's such a great healing food. You can have this in your food, in your cooked food. Ginger is used a lot in Asian cooking, as you already know. It's used a lot in Indian cooking. You can just slice this up, boil it on low over the stove for tea. I mean, so many good uses. So the amount that you're gonna put in here is gonna depend on how much kick you want. For me, a 1-inch knob, so this is about an inch knob, right? This is good for me, because I like mine with a little kick. So in goes that, and a little crushed red pepper flake, because I like a little heat on mine. And then we're gonna throw this into the blender. Now, for our tempeh over here, to our tempeh, we're gonna add a little Bragg's liquid aminos. Bragg's is another soy product, one of the rare ones that I use. It's an alternative to soy sauce, but it has lots of other trace amino acids that the body needs. And then just a little splash of maple syrup to that. So we've seasoned our tempeh with maple syrup and with the Bragg's liquid aminos. And so we're gonna let the maple syrup of that is gonna kind of give it like a coating. So we're gonna let that cook down, and it's gonna kind of like caramelize. So we are gonna blend this up. I'm gonna take it over to the blender. You guys are gonna hear the little whiz and whir for just a moment, but y'all hang in there and stick with me while I go to the blender to whip up this dressing. Now, one thing I want you all to do is give yourself permission to taste test as you go, because you can add too. If you say, oh, it needs a little bit more sweet, it needs a little bit more salty. Like for me, this needs another dollop of peanut butter because it's a little thin. I had a little bit too much water in there than I wanted to. It's a little on the thin side for me, so I can add a little bit more peanut butter to thicken it up a little bit. While there is some science to cooking, really it's intuitive. Give yourself a chance to just kind of go with the flow, taste test as you go along, learn what things you like and what things you don't, and then you adapt, okay? Even on my own recipes, sometimes I'm a little more heavy-handed. My husband will say, oh, that was an especially good batch today. You know, it's just in the feel of it. So be an intuitive chef and go with the flow. So I'm just gonna give this a little taste test. That's perfect. So I don't want a heavier peanut butter flavor on that. What I can do to get this to thicken up, right now it's a little thin. All I have to do to get this to thicken up is sit it in the fridge, because the oil that's in there and the peanut butter will stiffen up a little bit. So if I wanted this any thicker, I could let that sit in the fridge. So here we go. We've got our salad here. I'm gonna plate some of this so I can show it to you. Let me grab some tongs. So here's our salad bowl. We're ready for lunch. Y'all ready for lunch? And you know you're doing your body good. Like, you can feel good about eating this lunch. You can feel good knowing that you are honoring your tempo with this red cabbage, with these peppers. So red cabbage reducing inflammation. You've got these peppers in here with their antioxidant power. You've got these green beans in here with their vitamins. So you can plate this. Oh, this is awesome. This is guilt-free luncheon right here. Y'all ever heard the phrase, somebody's lunching, meaning they acting crazy? Oh no, this ain't that kind of luncheon. This is good luncheon right here. So here we go. We've got our salad prepared there. Now to this, again, it's all about the presentation, right? We're gonna add some slivered almonds. So some of you may have been in the habit of having crunchy on your salad. Crunchy things like croutons. Croutons are not really all that good for you. So instead of croutons, these days, we can use some high quality nuts as our crunch. So to this, I have added some scallion. And then also for crunch and taste, sesame seeds. Oh yeah. Look at this. I'm gonna bring this close so y'all can see it. Y'all see this here? Look at that. How beautiful is that? Who's ready for lunch? Dr. Gail, you coming? Come on. So this salad is so awesome. This transports well. So those of you who are concerned about eating healthy and you're like, you know, Tyra, I'm not at home preparing my lunch. Like, how is this going to travel with me when I go to work? This is a hearty, stable salad that will travel well with you to lunch. Now, I dress my salad at the time I'm going to eat it, but you could dress this salad a little while in advance if you really want those greens to kind of get a little, even a little more tender and a little more wilty. So to this now, we would just add our tempeh that we had going on over here. So remember, our tempeh is going to be our protein. It's a fermented soy product that they've been eating in Indonesia like forever. We've seasoned ours with maple syrup and Bragg's liquid aminos. Oh, it's looking so good. It's looking so good. Oh, this is looking so good. I have to show you guys. I have to show you guys the tempeh by itself first. Look at this. I wish we had smell-o-vision so y'all can come in here and smell all this. With the combination of the maple syrup and the Bragg's on this, and then the smell of this dressing, this smell is so awesome. Look at that tempeh. Look at that tempeh. Look at how beautiful that is. Yum, yum, yum. Also, when you add hot foods to your salad, it's gonna help give those hardy things in there a little bit of wilt to help you with the chew factor. Listen, friends, we are doing it. We just did it in the kitchen. How much time did that take? So I was talking in the middle, so it took us a little bit more time. But realistically, if we removed me doing all the talking, how long did it take us to make this big bowl of salad that you can eat on for 3 days, 3 or 4 days in a row? You can eat this for your lunch, okay? We made that. We made a nice hearty protein topping. We made a dressing from scratch. You don't need to buy those bottle dressings because those bottle dressings have in it extra soy. Remember, we're being mindful of how much soy we consume. Those bottle dressings also have in it hydrogenated oils, not good for you. They also have sugar. You want to count your sugar content. You know the sugar is hiding in everything. So the best thing you could do, make your own dressing. You put this in the mason jar. You can have this for several days. And remember, this peanut dressing has multiple uses. Do y'all remember the multiple ways I said you can use this? So look at that there. In almost no time flat, we've made ourselves a healthy lunch with which we can honor God by honoring the temple. Or do you not know that your body, this body right here, this one body, is the temple where the Holy Spirit has come to reside? When the veil was torn, you had direct access to God by way of the Holy Spirit coming to dwell in you. So this body is not your own. You were bought at a price. And so the least you can do for being bought at a price is to honor God in your body, because the scripture says it's not your own. 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20. So friends, it has been my pleasure to join you today in making our red cabbage salad. In Genesis 1, God told you He's given you all these awesome things to eat for your nourishment, okay? So come on, have fun with it. Y'all get in the kitchen. Make this red cabbage salad. I'm that red pepper was looking real good. Y'all get on that website, www.inspiredtolivefully.com. Go grab the recipe for the red cabbage salad with spicy peanut dressing. When you make the salad, please tag me in your post. You know what you gotta do to spread this good word with your friends. And listen, I will look forward. You just caught the end. Yay, Christine. We made red cabbage salad with spicy peanut dressing. But guess what? The recipe's on my website. So you can go back and watch the replay later, get the recipe off the website, and tag me in your posts when you make this salad. So friends, it's been my pleasure to join you today. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments. I'm gonna be back to you soon making another one of my salads, which is a grain-based salad. It's another one of those that is nice, it's hearty, and you can eat on it for several days because we are trying to get our life, save time. Listen, I am a busy mother of 6. Saving time while honoring my body is important to me. So I want to save you guys time in the kitchen. So make sure, thank you, Dr. Gail, for getting this message out there. Make sure that you guys tag me because I want to see what you're doing in the kitchen. I'm so proud of you. I want you to continue to stay encouraged, to stay motivated, and I'll be back with you guys very soon to prepare another one of these scrumptious salads for our lunch, okay? So God bless, take care, and as always, it has been my pleasure and my prayer that you've been inspired to live fully. Take care now. Love you guys. I have a remote thing to turn this off. But maybe I'll learn how to use the remote one day. I was trying to use it today, but I don't know how to use it. So I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all see the quality on this thing? My man just bought me this iPhone 10. I've had the iPhone 5 forever. I mean, like forever, ever. And the quality on this is so bananas. Oh my gosh, this is like the after effect. I'm just looking at the screen. Shamika, I love you too. I'm just looking at the screen on this thing. This phone is amazing. So big shout out. Oh, I guess I look here. This is where it's recording. Y'all, I'm gonna up these video skills, but in the meantime, in between time, this phone is amazing. Big shout out to Mr. Kingsland there with the hookup, with bringing me into the 21st century. Nonetheless, I still love my iPhone 5. By the way, I'm still using it. I have the new phone and I'm still using the old phone because I'm attached. I'm a creature of habit. So guys, love ya, much love to ya. Guess I'll go eat this salad now. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna eat it now or if I'm gonna save it for my dinner because I'm also doing this smoothie thing. So I have 2 smoothies a day and then 1 hearty meal. So hey, Mora, nice to have you join us as we're making this red cabbage salad. So you will have to catch the replay. Then go to the website, get the recipe, and tag me when you make it. And yes, Shamika, shout out to the boo for hooking the girl up with the phone. Yes, because he knew I would never do that on my own until it completely died. And then I probably would have gotten a 6. But here we go. Great quality on this phone. So love you guys. And I'll be chatting with you soon. God bless and take care.